Of course, it's another beautiful Sunday to listen to the Sunday show. Welcome on board. Happy Sunday to you. Thank God it's not raining today. I'm excited to welcome you on board, guys. Thank you for always joining us. You know, the Sunday show is about you, me, and everything that concerns us. Of course, we learn, unlearn, and we keep learning. Learning is a process, right? My name is Uloma Ibe, but you can call me Oma. I'm excited to welcome you on board. Woo! Of course, this beautiful Sunday afternoon is going to be an interesting conversation. Guess what? I have a Gen Z in the house. Let's take this quick musical break. When we come back, the conversation will set in. Not forgetting that we'll have Vox Pop. And of course, at the flip side of the show, you will be part of it via the phone line. Welcome on board. Let's take this quick break. We'll be right back.
Another. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you know.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. The big ballers in town. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what they know them. Yes. Agba baller. How much is money?
It's nothing.
Ballin'. Premium or nothing.
When them or nothing.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Forget what they know them. Yes.
Iba. Apa. Come on. Iba. Iba. Apa. Come on. Iba. Iba. Apa. Come on. Iba.
Undefeated,
You know what, yeah?
undisputed,
Undisputed.
unopposed,
Unopposed.
luxury or nothing.
Say you're nothing.
Money is talking,
Money is who?
money is talking.
It's your girl.
Blessings on blessings. Forget what they
Of course, beautiful song, Flavor Nabania, as people call him. And the song is Baller. Hello, are you a baller? Welcome back to the show. Of course, the Sunday show on NTH Channel 5, your Unity station. I'm very excited to know that you've joined us as always to have this very beautiful conversation. Let me quickly introduce my guest. I'm so excited. Maybe it's because of this topic that is making me so excited. But, well, let me just quickly inform you. Today we'll be talking about Gen Zs. That's the conversation. We'll be talking on Gen Z and what they stand for. Some people have a lot of misconception when it comes to Gen Z. Some say they are this, they are that, they are this, they are that. We have a Gen Z in the building. Woo! But before I let you hear her, let's go to the streets of Abuja where Azana took us to sample opinions of people of what they think about Gen Zs and what they stand for. By the time we come back, we'll go balance for the show like say tomorrow no day. Let's go to the Vox Pop now.
Digital natives, Gen Zs are super comfortable with technology and they use it to navigate their everyday lives.
Can be referred to those people born. Gen Z can be referred to those people born in, if I'm not mistaken, 2000. Those new generation set of people, and I don't really like them. By the way, forgive me if you're Gen Z and watching this video.
New generation,
Okay.
the 2000s.
Okay.
I see progress, new technology, advancements, better leaders. In general, hopefully they take the world to we take the world to a better place. And yeah, competition, healthy competition. So much attached to Gen Z. So much changes. Better than millennials, better than. Hopefully we live up to the expectations. Hopefully, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Azana, for taking us to the streets of Abuja to hear people's thoughts and opinion about Gen Z. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on to the Sunday show on NTH in the 5, your Unity station. and we are here this afternoon to have this conversation. Let me quickly introduce my guest. Her name is Ruth Omorua, and she is the Deputy Senior Project Manager at Genzify Africa. Help me make welcome, Ruth.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're a Gen Z.
I am. I am
Did you say a proud one?
very, very, very proud.
Woo! Trust me, this conversation is going to be interesting. So, Ruth, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm so happy about what you do, what your organization do, and what you stand for. So, let's quickly get into this conversation. You're a Gen Z.
Yes.
Mhm. So, can you tell us who are the Gen Zs and what do they stand for? We've heard a lot of misconception about what they are, what they are not. So let's hear from the mouth of a Gen Z person. Talk to us.
Okay, great. As a great, proud Gen Z candidate,
Hey,
I would start by saying we're overachievers. We try.
overachievers.
Yes, we're overachievers. In everything we do, in everything we put our minds to, we achieve. We're stereotype breakers. I mean, come on. That's why people think, that we're this, we're that, we're this, what. It's just about, being loud, being proud, and being open and allowing our voices to be heard. And that's one of the things that my organization does. We're here to break the stereotypes, to let people know that Gen Zs were here to be heard and to be seen as well.
When you say break the stereotype, what stereotype are you talking about?
Okay, there are a lot of misconceptions that maybe, like you said, okay, maybe we're rude or maybe we're unruly and whatnot, but they're just words. People react in ways when they're not comfortable. And so, because, there is a way of doing things according to society, you shouldn't be too loud, be a bit too mean. Maybe there are a lot of conditions. We don't care about that. It's not necessary.
Ooh la la! Hey. Okay, now please quickly tell us the Gen Zs. What's the age bracket?
Okay, people that are born between 1997 to 2012, so ages 13 to 28.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, okay, they are the Gen
Oh,
Zs.
yeah, the Gen
People that
Zs.
are born between 1999,
1997 to
1997.
2012.
Okay.
So the youngest Gen Z currently will turn 13 this year, and the oldest will turn 28.
Wow. So, okay. But you've said the things about Gen Z, but a lot of people perceive Gen Zs as being stubborn. I know you mentioned, you talked a bit. I want you to talk more on that. They perceive them as being stubborn, unruly, they vibe a lot,
Mm,
their social media fanatics, and lots more. Can you please break it down
right.
and tell us, talk to us on that? How will you react to those perceptions?
Okay, let me walk you through. Let's start from the beginning. Stubborn. You only call someone or something stubborn when they don't do what you want. You have to give logical reasons. We don't live in an age where anytime someone says, oh, jump, you go how high. No, there are questions that need to be asked. I will ask those questions. So it's in that question that we're asking that it seems like, oh, why talking back? Why doing this? Why doing that? That's what is being perceived as stubborn. That's the label that is given to us about being unruly. It's just not living according to the conforms of society. Society says, okay, if you work a 9 to 5 job, you shouldn't have piercings, you shouldn't dye your hair, you shouldn't dress aesthetically. Why not? It's just dressing. It's a freedom of expression. Now that's the label that has been given to us again, unruly. We're a generation that has had to keep proving ourselves because people keep attaching labels to us just because we want to express ourselves and be free. And for the thing about being a social media fanatic, it's very funny. We live in a digital world, a digital society. Everything is online. Opportunities are online, careers are online, businesses, everything works on the internet. So, I mean, also our parents are, you see them on WhatsApp, texting, 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 texting. Everybody is online now. So, what do people mean that we're social media fanatics? We're just using what we have. And because we're born in the generation of technology, we can use it best.
Okay, you mentioned something. You said stubborn
Mm,
when you ask questions. I
yeah.
mean, some persons think or believe that you don't ask your elders questions. When an elderly person says, do this, you're supposed to do it. So when you say question, I mean, who do you expect to ask questions? Or who do you think you're supposed to ask questions? Are you supposed to question your elder or even your boss in the office?
Oh, Christina, you brought us to a different topic on its
No,
own.
I haven't. We're still there.
It's not about questioning your elder or questioning your boss. It's just asking a question. we tie respect to so many things in our society. It's just a conversation. You want me to do this? No problem. I'm asking you, okay, why? Or is this the best route I should take? And then it's now seen as disrespect, or maybe it's a thing of, I don't want to listen to you, I don't want to do it. It's not that. We're not used to having conversations, especially across the generations. It's seen as back talk, and it's not back talk. It's just, I want to know more. Give me a reason why I should do this.
Okay.
It's justifiable if you think about it. Because if you're talking to your peer and they tell you, oh, please, can you help me do this? Help me run this thing up big. You ask, okay, what happened? Why should I? It's as simple as that. It's just a different thing because we're younger. And you know, the adage of an elder who sits down and whatever, you sit on the tree, blah, blah,
Sees
blah.
what you're not seeing.
All those
Okay,
things.
of course, it's an interesting conversation. I don't need to tell you, but we need to take this quick musical break. When we return, Gen Z Ruth is here, and of course, at the other side of the show, you're going to be joining the phone line shortly. Let's take this quick break.
Save me from myself. Hey, I no go fuck up. Oh, yeah. Save me, save me, save. Since I was 7 years old, I've been following my destiny. Because I know say life from now YOLO. I maintain my lane and dancing by reading. My reading. I hustle every day to feed my family. To make all of my people to be proud of me. Oh, my fuck, what you? Oh, yeah, you can get like. As I they walk on my hustle, oh, everybody they police. Rambo when you winning, but it's fuck you when you lose. They look at me, they laugh like I say them know they mess. If you where they judge me, no be say them hold the pass. I know go lie, me say for what they talk, no be say I innocent. That's why I'm begging you to save me, save me, save me from myself. I no go fuck up. Yeah.
Two Baba in the building with the song Save Me. Are we telling the Gen Zs to save us? A lot of people said Gen Zs, they are the future leaders. Did I say that? Anyways, you're on, you're on to the Sunday show on NTH and 5, your Unity station, and we're having an interesting conversation. Don't worry, very soon you'll be joining us via the phone line. Our phone lines will be on your screen shortly so that you can call in and talk to us. I'm sure your misconceptions are changing somehow as you're hearing Ruth talk about Gen Zs. Thank you very much, Ruth. You've been amazing so far. So let's go straight to this question. What do Gen Zs think about marriage? Some believe, some Gen Zs, they don't want to get married. They don't want married. Some of them say, for waiting, who be the man will be like I go call the on that man, the man will call the culture. I know fit. They believe marriage locks you up. Like as a Gen Z, right here. Can you talk to us? What do you think? What do people believe about marriage? Think about marriage. I don't want to ask you direct if you want to get married or if you're married already. So let's hear that.
Okay, I think I would start by saying that marriage is not necessarily an achievement for us anymore. That's
For
where
us,
the
I mean,
Gen
sorry, the
Z,
Gen Zs.
yeah,
Forgive me. I just included myself.
it's that's the misconception where people think that okay, it's about locking you up. It's just not an achievement anymore. We look at it more as an institution. In the Bible they say that when you're getting married, two come together and choose to become one. But now we believe in individuality. So if two people are getting married, it's still two people that are getting married. There's still two people. It's not coming
Someone is
together.
already on our phone line. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon,
Are
Gen
you
Z.
a Gen Z? Forgive me to ask
I'm
that.
a, I'm a Gen Z mama.
Are you serious? Welcome. Let's hear your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Hafsat. I'm calling from Kubwa.
Okay, so you've heard the conversation so far. What do you stand for as a Gen Z? What's your contribution towards this conversation?
Yes, in as much as we have the Gen Z, what is the association doing to ensure they don't disrespect, they obey their parents, the environment they live in? What are they doing to ensure they don't fall into the wrong hands, especially the Gen Z?
We are coming to
Thank
that
you.
question. We are going to ask her what Gensify Africa stand for, which is their organization, is an NGO. She said they push in to break the stereotype. Okay, so you were talking about the marriage thing. You said it's no longer an achievement. You believe in individuality.
Yes, it's
Okay.
just something that if it's going to happen, it will happen on its own. You know, the pressures, especially when you get to a certain age, you need to settle down. You need again, it comes down to the conforms and the rules of society of how things should be done. And we don't believe in following a genuine blueprint. Things are different for everyone. Everyone is different.
Gen Z, do not worry. Anyway, so what about giving birth? Of course, some people say, as a Gen Z, I don't want to, I want to have a child, but I won't be the one to birth the child myself. It's some people, listen, guys, people believe people are turning things around the way it shouldn't be. Remember what the caller said. What are you doing to make sure people still respect their elders, the environment, as much as they are Gen Z? They shouldn't just become unruly. You understand?
I understand. Okay, let me start with the birth topic. Um, Natural birth is something that has been happening for a very long time, yes. But now, because like I said earlier, we live in a society where there's so much information going around, we are seeing and hearing things about, pregnancy and giving birth that, we're not inclined to hear before. And it's now a thing of, okay, before I get into this position, am I ready? Am I ready to take care of a child, the responsibility of, taking care of someone's day to day activities, feeding? It's not a selfish decision to think about if you're capable of doing something like that. It's a very normal thing. So, the conception about giving birth and then maybe surrogacy and all of that, it's just forward thinking to make sure that, you don't have unhappy kids. Kids, they see everything. They see literally everything.
Okay. Please, our phone lines are on your screen. You can call to join the conversation. Look at your screen, copy the phone number, and call us. Let's hear from you. What do you have to say? Do you have a different perception or different thinking concerning Gen Zs? If you're a Gen Z, let us know. Okay, so you Gen Zs believe, okay, they believe natural birth has been happening over the years,
Mm.
and you should twerk, should change. They should rejig that.
We're not saying reject that per se. Just, let's have more conversations about it. Let's be more honest about what goes on around it. That's all we're asking for.
Okay, so um, audacious is an attribute a lot of people push and attach to the Gen Z. You can talk to your boss in a meeting, you don't care, you're bored. Do you think it's not a bit disrespectful?
It's not. Audacity is very necessary to make waves. It is more than necessary. How else would you take risks? How else would you expose
Okay,
yourself?
sorry, let's take the phone to caller. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, so sorry. Please do well to call us back. The phone numbers are on your screen to join the conversation. Okay, let's continue.
Like I was saying, audacity is necessary. Talking back or,
So sorry, I'll be breaking.
no problem.
The network will beg you to just. Are you a Gen Z? Please behave. Please do well to call back. Apologies on the network hiccups. Okay, then let's continue.
Being bold is not the same thing as being disrespectful.
Being bold is
Yes.
not the same thing as being disrespectful.
Yes, there's no parallel correlation between any of them. I'm just letting you know that this is what I'm feeling, this is what is happening. And I can do it in a
Caller here. Hello. Oh dear. I'm not sure this network is against cooperating with us. Apologies. Please keep trying. The phone numbers are on your screen. Thank you.
I
Okay.
can talk to you in a way that you might not think is appropriate, but that is not a me decision. That's a you reaction. That's what is now seen as, oh, it's being audacious, being disrespectful. It's not. I'm just letting you know these are how things are, laying the options out for you. But because you're not used to the back talking, like, can you imagine this small girl is talking to me like this? It's not about that. It's not about age. It's about what we're doing. For here to work, let's work. Let's make it happen.
Okay, let's talk about our time is We'll talk about your organization shortly, but before then, what about your dressing, Gen Z's? the way people dress. Remember the airline incident that happened recently? A lot of people said, imagine, look at how she, okay, the caller is here. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, sir. Let's get to know you and where you're calling from.
By name calling from Mororo in Abuja.
All right, sir. What's your contribution on this conversation, sir?
My contribution is very simple.
Okay.
What the lady that represent Gen Z is actually saying the right thing.
Okay.
So I'm not in Gen Z anyway.
From your voice, I can tell, sir.
Yes, but the only thing we are trying to see, because this is Africa, is what we portray, especially how are we going to live our future life as husband and wife. You know, the patience and the tenacity and the endurance of our parents. I'm not saying it in vain. So I don't know how we can marry all these things with all the happenings in this current generation. So if the lady can as well also educate the public on how we can, you know, bring all these things
Together.
so that things can be better,
Okay.
for our generation and generation to come.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your input. Please, can you react to
Okay, I
this
think
concerns?
the first thing I'd say is that we are the Sorosuke generation for a reason.
The what?
Sorosuke generation.
Soroseki.
Sorosuke. We will talk.
Yes.
His issue about tenacity and moving forward as a generation.
Someone is here. Hello, good afternoon. Sorry. Sorosoke. Speak
right.
up. All right.
His concerned about the tenacity and what the future of, let's just say the nation will look like. It's in good hands. We're very tired as a generation. We're more than tired. There's the reason why we had, the protests and everything, because we're tired of the way things are going. We will always continue to talk. And for the thing about, living and then people work 3 to 5 jobs. There is no Gen Z that you stop on the road that is unemployed.
Another one is here. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Can we hear you? Hello. We're so sorry. Your line is not so clear, and we're trying to juggle with the time. Okay, so let's quickly talk about your organization, Genzify.
Genzify Africa.
Genzify Africa.
Yes.
What do people do? Why the name, first of all? I got attracted to the name. Sincerely, I love the name. Genzify Africa.
So
what do people do?
Okay, well, for the Gen Zs, by Gen Zs, everyone that works here is Gen Z.
Are you serious?
Very
So
serious.
someone that is not a Gen Z, I cannot get a job there for
I'm
which
sorry,
time.
there's no space for anything.
So you just push the
So, like I
concerns
said
of the
earlier, we're here to break stereotypes. We have a lot of projects, that are actively, seeking out Gen Zs to put their best foot forward. The lady that called earlier with her concerns about, getting into the wrong hands. Organizations like ours, for example, we have over 6 projects, that are dedicated to different aspects of life. We encourage writing, reading. We encourage people to get into tech. We have, programs where we give back, like our white box project. We are committed to making sure that people don't just associate with our generation with all these misconceptions. We're here to make sure that, the voices, the efforts, and the actions of our generation are continuing to get heard all the time and always, because we're doing our best.
time is sincerely not on our hands again. See, we need to move. What's your final word? We'll have you back on this show.
Oh, of course.
And I've seen your guys. Please shout out to them, your colleagues that came with you. We'll have you back on the show. We'll have you back on Good Morning Abuja. We want to have this conversation. But maybe the part 2 will definitely communicate more. Thank you. What's your final word to the Gen Zs?
Keep being cool. Keep being very, very cool. They're watching us, and we are the blueprints.
Hello, Onadeyera. Thank you very much, Ruth, for coming to Genzify Africa. I love you guys. Thank you very much for showing up. Despite the short notice you came through. Thank you for being at the other side, listening and contributing. Those that couldn't call, apologies. Of course, next Sunday, the Sunday show returns. My name is Oma Ibe. You can call me Uloma as well. Oh, John, let me do that. Good afternoon. Have a great day.